There are two aspects to your defense. Number one is the storage issue. What you said here today was a little different than was in the papers. I think in the papers you indicated that you don't owe the plaintiff for the storage because you gave him a lot of goods and support while he was in prison. And the other is that what you said here is that once you found out your sister had worked out a payment plan so he wouldn't lose his property in storage, you figured you didn't have to pay anymore.
Right.
Is that right? And what's your opinion about those positions of your sister?
I would have went after the boyfriend for this, but, I feel like she should have had my back more, and, he stole the car, you know what I mean? She got in trouble for that. You get the DUI, nothing. He just walks on it. And then there was, different names on who actually did crash it, so, I just went after the source.
There was a lot of unanswered questions
I never
you had
really got a
about
straight
how
answer.
the accident actually occurred.
Yeah.
What about the storage fee agreement?
There was a missed payment, or maybe it was late, but the storage unit got a hold of Zelda, her sister.
That's your other sister.
Yep. And they were like, it ain't been made, so Zelda got a hold of them, and they agreed that just rack up, I had 6 months left, so it just
So it
racked
was
up
one
the bill.
payment that was missed, and then they worked out a deal.
Yeah, it was kind of, one payment was missed, you know what I mean? We're not going to let another one. We intervened.
Right.
We racked up the bill. They let me just rack up a bill instead of, auction off my stuff, and then so I can just pay a whole chunk when I get home.
So you're suing the defendant for how much for storage fees?
It was $690 in storage fees.
$690?
Yeah, it's 6 months.
6 months.
Yep, I got that bill there, is what it is.
Did you pay that off?
I'm working on paying it off.
So you haven't paid it?
No, I'm just paying double payments on it.
And you haven't
Still
lost
use
your
the storage
property?
unit. And I haven't lost my property, yeah. That was the big one.
Ms. Blackwell, I think in contrast to what we're kind of seeing today, this is a really lovely note that you sent, taking full responsibility and writing to him immediately once everything happened. Ms. Blackwell writes to Mr. Johnson, I have the handwritten note, which you've saved.
Yeah, she got it to me right away. That was the first person I found out from.
And you take responsibility right away. Before you have to hear this from anyone else, I want to be the one who tells you, and no one was hurt, thank goodness. Your car is totaled. I will pay for the car and all damages, and will still pay on storage. I forgot to put insurance on the car. I'm really sorry, bro. She also goes on to explain the story, which is exactly what she's explained here today, that you got into an argument with your ex-boyfriend. We were having a few drinks, and we started arguing. He said he was leaving, so I took his keys, and he grabbed mine without me noticing, and he crashed on the first corner on my easement road. Bro, I am so sorry. I'll take care of everything. But I'm going to get this letter out so you get it soon. I love you, bro. Heads up. You think there's any hope for this relationship?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You think so? I think he does. Look, I think this says all it needs to. I think that there's a lot of love there. He's reaching out an olive branch to you, I think. And we can see from everything that you've done for him while he was away, there's a lot of love going back. So I think that might be the greatest reward we could get out of today, is to see the two of you make the first step towards mending the fence. Because I can see that the love there goes both ways.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, we love it.
I know.
We still have to render a verdict, though.
Yeah, we will.
I have nothing for it.
I
Anybody
don't
have
either.
Yeah, I'm good.
The parties are excused while we deliberate in this case.
All right, Mr. Johnson, Ms. Blackwell, we have rendered a unanimous verdict. And you, Mr. Johnson, you provided all the proof that we needed that supports each and every one of your claims today. However, the value of your car we found would be today $2,260 plus the $523 for the towing fee and your storage fees in the amount of $690, both of which you've provided receipts for, totaling an amount of $3,473. And that's in addition to your willingness to take responsibility, Ms. Blackwell, for the entire situation. So the verdict today is in favor of the plaintiff, Mr. Johnson, for $3,473. And that is a verdict of the court.